Don't put your nose up at it. You have to trust me on this. Salmon soup is delicious. Hey, this is Linda from Happy Place Homestead. Today, really quick, I want to show you a recipe that I've eaten since I was a little girl, but my kids and my husband sometimes put their nose up at it, but they don't trust me. You have to trust me. This is a delicious recipe. It's called salmon soup. It's so easy. Now, I eat this as a kid, and when I was young, I liked to eat the bones of the soup, of the salmon, because when you get canned salmon, any kind of canned salmon, it usually comes with bones. You can get boneless salmon, but I don't know, like sometimes the kids like to actually eat the bones out of the salmon, and it's a great source of calcium for you. But I will pick the bones out just because at this point, I don't know, I don't want the bones in my soup. So I'm going to show you how you make this, okay? It's super easy. It's really just a bunch of dumping. The ingredients I'm using today for the soup is a larger can of salmon. Any type of salmon will work, and like I said, you can get boneless salmon if you want to avoid having to pick the bones out, or if you don't, you know, some people like the bones in, whatever. I'm going to use a half a stick of butter and 4 cups of milk. I use whole milk because it's just better for you. The fat's really good for you. And some salt and some garlic powder. Now, some of you might be thinking, oh, this does not sound very healthy. But I'm telling you, if you are on a low-carb diet, like I am more often than not, then this is a great option for you. Milk, if you use whole milk, you have a better proportion of fat to carbs. It's a better choice for you. And butter and salmon, it's a really good low-carb choice for a soup, and super easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick out the bones for the salmon and dump it into a bowl, into a pot, and with some milk and the butter and the seasonings, and I'm just going to let it cook until it's warmed through. That easy. Okay, once again, I want you to excuse my ugly countertops because we're still in the middle of this kitchen renovation, and soon, hopefully soon, we'll have some beautiful concrete countertops to show off to you. Now, one mistake I made early on in making salmon soup was I would drain the juice, but do not drain the juice. You leave the juice in, put it in your pot as well, and it's gonna cut, your salmon's gonna come out like this clunky mess, and don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Just make sure they're clean. And I just like to remove the extra skin that's there. Some of you may like the skin, and that's fine. And like I said, some of you will like the bones as well. The bones are often kind of hidden in here. You can see all the spine bones, and I'll just pull all that out. It comes out pretty easily. I'll throw it back into the can. Pretty simple. I'm not too worried about getting every single little bone because the bones are edible. You're not going to choke to death on them or anything. You chew them up, no big deal. They are completely edible, and in fact, there's a lot of people who recommend you eat them because of their good source of calcium. So like I said, I'm just going to be pulling off, you know, this extra layer of dark skin that's found on salmon, and the extra skin that's oftentimes left there too before the canning. Just because it's a little, especially for kids, it's less scary to have that goopy stuff being scooped up with their spoon. They'd rather just to be soup, or just salmon, not the gross skinny stuff that kind of turns them off. Once I feel like I've gotten all of the bones out, I literally just break up the meat a little bit. Oops, yeah, I found some more here. And so that's another reason why breaking it up, I just break it up with my hands. I'm not worried about getting dirty. And then after I'm done with this, I'm going to just put my half a stick of butter, the 4 cups, a tiny bit of salt, not a lot because, you know, salmon tends to be salty. And I'll add salt if I need to at the end. To me, but the garlic powder is the yummy ingredient there in terms of seasoning. And like I said, once I get this all good and done, then I'm going to turn it on probably about medium high and just kind of watch it, because what I'm looking for is the milk to warm up and the butter to melt, because the salmon, it's canned, so it's already cooked through. Super easy. have it. Now we have salmon soup that I will enjoy. Nice and delicious and hot. It is a favorite of mine. Like I said, even though a lot of people want to put their nose up at it, salmon soup is a delicious, healthy way to incorporate more fish into your diet and a low-carb option for those who need that as well. You like my flowers? My husband sent them to me. He's been traveling. This week was my birthday, thus the haircut and the hair color. They're beautiful flowers, aren't they? I'm so grateful. He's a great guy. He won't eat my salmon soup, though. I hope you guys give it a try. I hope you're brave enough, I hope you trust me, to try salmon soup. A can of salmon, stick of butter, milk, so easy peasy. It literally takes minutes to make, and you have hot, fresh, homemade soup. Give it a try. Thanks for watching. Again, this is Linda from Happy Place Homestead. Have a great day.